Hey, peace, what it do, man? So, no, I'm coming at y'all with my preview for the Detroit Lions visiting the Dallas Cowboys down there in Dallas this Sunday, 1 o'clock game. Well, again, quick recap. You know, the Lions finally got their first 100-yard rusher, and that's very interesting because they're going to need every bit of that run game coming this Sunday, dealing with a team that loves to run the ball themselves, but they haven't been quite themselves because, for one, that offensive line has been missing some pieces, and I think they fell out of rhythm offensively. Defense has always been kind of suspect for the last 5-6 years or more, I should say. Thing is, with Dallas, they are considered a one-dimensional team. I'm not sure if they're already missing Scarborough or not in their offense. I know Ezekiel Elliott is the main name. He's like the Energizer Bunny for them. He's the guy that gets the offense going. You slow him down, you pretty much have him. The offensive line protection hasn't been that well. Scott Linehan has been looking kind of exposed. The passing they don't have that threat receiver anymore, and they darn sure don't have Jason Witten, the reliability that he left them there for years to lean on, especially on third down. So now even with Dez Bryant there, I still wouldn't be too afraid. Like, he's at that point in his career, he's still very reliable for them. I think they should have kept him. But the problem was, to me, is that he was developing into a 50-50 guy. Not all 100% was his fault. I feel like some of it was due to injury, of course. The other thing I think what caused Dez Bryant to kind of like have a fallout with the Dallas Cowboys is that, Romo wasn't there anymore. Romo and him had a better connection than Romo and, to me, the running game did. Like, yeah, the running game with DeMarco Murray was there. You saw it, like in 2014, Murray was the top leading rusher. 2016, however, the Dallas Cowboys leaned too heavily on the run game, and it made it easier for him to make everybody else look good using the run game in that offensive line. So everybody else got to get them some, and didn't seem like it seemed like they had a lot. But once the offensive line pieces were gone, a lot more got exposed. It leaned on Dak Prescott more to lean with the receivers, and he didn't quite have the connection, to me, with Dez Bryant as Romo does, and that's another thing that got him ripped off. But the problem was, now Jason Witten retiring, who else do you have? You have some young guys and a couple of veterans that there. You have to find a way to get in a rhythm with the passing attack. And the thing is, without Ezekiel Elliott being able to run the ball for them as consistently as he has, he's been having some games, but it's putting too much on him to help be the guy to get them out of their problems. And I mean, doesn't mean they're not going to be a dangerous team for us to play. It could be a very hard game. In fact, the Lions rank so far. I try not to get too caught in these rankings early. I like to wait to at least after 5-6 games before I really see where the teams rank. But right now, as it stands, we're ranked as the number 1 pass defense, I think. And then, but we're actually ranked as the worst run defense. So that means, like we've been suspecting, we've been seeing, there's going to be some games where we're going to get ramped up on. That's why, consistently, I say it could be a dangerous game. He's a bit back. Going to take a lot to take him down. If they are able to find a rhythm, it could make sense that it happens against us because of our weak run defense. We had to primarily stop him on third down. And no matter whether it's a pass or a run, you have to stop Ezekiel Elliott. You can't stop him overall, but you can slow him down. We cannot surrender too many consistent yards. You don't want him getting too many 30, 40-yard runs from breaking the end zone. That's going to be dangerous because now we got to deal with the passing attack that could wake him up. You must slow him down and control him. And you must stop them on third down. I don't care what it takes. You have to stop them on third down. You cannot have these guys running the ball for 8-yard gains on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 3. You must stop them there on third down. Defense on the run has to really be bend and don't break. You have to do not break. Do not let them get the pass attack going. Because if they get that going, then it could be trouble for the Lions. You slow him down, put more pressure on Dak Prescott. I don't expect too much pass rush today, this coming game. If anything, I expect us to get sacks against Dak Prescott based off coverage. If we force them to have to go to the pass and we're locking people down, you can throw our linebackers at them. And I think that's kind of the way the Lions have been going about it lately. You know what I'm saying? They've been able to move the pocket a little bit. But like I said, they have to contain Ezekiel Elliott. They have to slow him down dramatically. You know, it's one thing to let him get 100 yards plus in the game, but you can't let him get on the field too much. That's the key for the Lions. They have to keep the other team off the field. They have to keep the other offense off the field, and they have to stay. That's our key. You must find a way to do that again. We must own time and possession. You know what I'm saying? So I need the Lions, as far as the ground game, to continue what they started last week. And that's keep building off that ground attack. Keep building on it. Keep running, carry on. Keep running Blunt. Give them each about 16, 20 carries a game. And I don't care if Stafford only gets like 200 yards passing. It's about winning games. And this is what I meant about where we could succeed where they failed at earlier this week when I said, the Dallas Cowboys, when Dak Prescott came in, I'm just going back this far. When he came in the game, had a top 3 offensive line, had Dez Bryant, Jason Witten, and then some average type receivers there that can all catch the ball. Stacked at the running back along with Ezekiel Elliott, who came in there with him. So you had a lot going there. So the Dallas Cowboys that year presumed to be one of the better run defenses, but in actuality, to me, that wasn't true, because the reason why that they didn't give up a lot of yards off the ground because teams were not going out there trying to run the ball on them instantly. They were trying to score points because they knew once their defense got out of there, got on the field, they were going to have a long drive to dealing with the offensive line that the Cowboys had possessed. So a lot of teams didn't try to run the ball on them. That's why teams that you did see run the ball on the Lions, Pittsburgh Steelers, they did get success in scoring on them and actually fighting back. And I did say the Lions because when the Lions last faced in 2016, we were moving the ball off the ground with Zach Zenner, and we actually were attacking them with their own hit power. So, but we just fried away from it for some reason in the second half. And then Pittsburgh also did it that year. You know, they lost to Dallas. They still used the ground game and hit them with a lot of teams didn't want to do that to. That's why the Cowboys didn't give up a lot of yards off the ground. Not because of anything they did as far as the defense themselves. Their secondary that year was ranked like in the top 20s, and I think their pass rush was nearly non-existent. They had to blitz a lot. So that's where the Lions are succeeding where they failed it. The Lions are naturally good as a defensive backfield, so they have secondary to defend against the pass. Their scheme is hit and miss with the run, but we're the worst run defense, but we're hit and miss. The Lions' pass rush is there, and then at times it's not. That's my opinion about it. And we're still not at full strength. Ziggy Ansah's not there. That's another added point. But I think the Lions can pull this one out. If we do win, I do see another 24-point game, 26-point game to like maybe a 17-point game. I believe somewhere around that noise. So I'll go about that. But the Lions, the key for them, clock management. Hold the clock to your advantage. Keep the offense on the bench. Slow Ezekiel Elliott down. And, of course, defend against the pass. And my added extra bonus would be to cause turnovers and score. That's how you beat the Cowboys. On the road, again, not going to be an easy game, but it's a winnable game. Very interested to see what happens. So if y'all like anything I had to say, man, drop me a like, subscribe to your boy. Hope y'all have a happy Sunday for us this Sunday, man. I want us to win this game. Y'all, I know the Rams right now looking kind of mean. Exposed Minnesota again. Stripped them down the other day, so it's going to be interesting. I think we can win a game. It puts us up higher division. Right now, I'm not worried about our stats as a team overall yet. I'm waiting to a few more games to come down first before I really judge our defense and our offense. But hopefully, we learn from the Patriots game and we can go out there and score some points, man. And like I said, keep Dallas' offense on the freaking bench as long as we possibly can. Then give them no time to run the ball if necessary. So That's all I got for y'all, man. Again, shout out to DV and your boy Noam. Peace.